Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News. Plus, I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers. We are tracking the heat. We are in store for a hot afternoon. A little bit of a cool down tomorrow, but we do have some severe thunderstorms in the forecast for tomorrow, so we'll be tracking those, and then a big warm up as we head toward triple-digit heat for the weekend. We are calling for a potential weather impact day both Friday and Saturday due to triple-digit heat. And we're talking about back-to-back triple-digit heat days. So again, as you plan for the weekend, just make sure you have some cool areas in your plans, some time to cool off if you're heading to the pool. You just remember that they're probably going to be pretty popular places this weekend. So again, plan accordingly. Bring plenty of liquids, or maybe just stay inside a nice air-conditioned mall or theater if you can. But again, we are tracking potentially impactful heat Friday and Saturday. So if you're planning for the weekend, just keep that in mind. For now, we're talking about warm temperatures for this afternoon as well. A few clouds as we take a live look out over Lookout Mountain. And temperatures will be climbing into the low to mid 90s. We're already at 91 degrees outside the 9 News studios right now. We'll likely reach our forecast high of about 93 right around 3 o'clock this afternoon. So the heat certainly deserving of the top spot in our weather headlines for today. 90s today. Again, we do have the threat for severe thunderstorms tomorrow, and that does include the metro area. The bigger threat for the northeast and eastern plains. And again, we're talking about triple-digit heat Friday and Saturday. Right now, the forecast is for 100 both days, but I wouldn't be surprised if it climbed about 102, 103 as we get closer to that time frame. Current temperatures already in the 90s across much of the plains. 101 right now in Pueblo. It is just hot out there, folks. Today, mostly sunny, 93. That's our forecast high for the Denver metro area. Winds will be picking up. We have about a 10% chance we'll see an isolated storm in the metro area. We do have isolated storms moving through. We're going to kind of track those here in a second with our futurecast, but for now, let's talk about those high temperatures again. We're almost at our highs. Again, we might warm a couple degrees here in the metro area, but we're already in the hundreds down across the southern plains. Do want to talk about high fire danger, red flag warning. That means conditions in the area shaded in pink right now are ideal for any type of spark to cause a fast moving wildfire. So we're talking about the western slopes, the mountains, winds are forecast to gust up to 35 miles per hour. Very dry vegetation in these areas. Humidity down to 5 to 10%. So again, the fire danger very high, at least for today. Tomorrow we're going to get some rain. I expect that fire danger to go up again as we head into the weekend. Current dew points right now, not bad here in the metro area. We're at 39 degrees. Again, as we always say, anything above 50, that's what gets our attention. But check out Sterling, Ray, Sydney. We're up as in Nebraska. We're up in the upper 50s, low 60s for dew points. So, and this is the area that we're going to be watching for tonight. Now, dew points, again, I kind of want to talk about them. We've talked about this, but here it is in graphic form. Anything less than 40 degrees is dry. 40 to 50, you get some moisture in the lower levels of the atmosphere, the surface level. And 50 to 60, that's when you notice the humidity, and that's when you get a lot of moisture moving in. So here's the deal with tomorrow. We're going to get a lot of moisture moving in, actually starting overnight tonight into tomorrow. A lot of moisture moving in at the surface layer, and that is what creates not only just those high dew points, but also the instability and those afternoon and evening thunderstorms. Live radar, we're pretty quiet. We are starting to see some showers pop up across the northern mountains right now, and we'll continue to see that trend as we head into the afternoon and evening hours. The risk for severe thunderstorms today, as you can see here, risk very low for the metro area proper, but head to the north, northeast, and out to the east, and we do have a level 1 risk. And again, the threats today: large hail, damaging winds. Head to the northeast corner of the state, we see that risk increasing from a slight risk to an enhanced risk, level 3 risk across the far northeast corner of the state. That's for this evening and this afternoon. So we put our forecast into motion for 30. Again, not too much happening in the metro area, but Fort Collins likely hearing a rumble thunder right along the border of Wyoming. Out east, we're going to start seeing those isolated thunderstorms start to fire up. And again, we'll continue to see that throughout the afternoon. Very isolated in nature with these storms. Tomorrow, waking up to some clouds. It's going to be a cooler day again. We've been talking about that for a while. 70s, those are our actual high temperatures for tomorrow, so we're going to top out in the upper 70s. But we do have more storms in the forecast starting, as you can see here, about 2 o'clock. We're going to start to see those isolated storms pop up again. The stronger storms up across the northeast corner of the state for tomorrow and out across the eastern plains. We're going to put that forecast into motion here in just a second. Let's talk about the severe threats again. For the metro area, low risk for severe weather today, so low risk for hail, the winds, the flooding that go along with the severe thunderstorms that we have been seeing across the eastern plains so many of these days. Tomorrow, cooler, lots of clouds. It's going to be humid. Talked about the moisture advection moving in from the east. Again, the surface layer of the atmosphere is going to be humid, and that's what creates that instability, and that's why we're looking at the potential for that severe weather. And of course, the threats: large, damaging hail, very strong winds gusting up to 70 miles per hour, 50, 60, 70 mile per hour winds, also a possibility. So we're going to keep tracking that. And again, a much cooler day with highs in the upper 70s. So the severe thunderstorm risk for tomorrow, Denver is included in a level 1 risk at this point. Again, at this point, it's a marginal risk, level 1, but just north and east of the metro area, you do have that increasing to a level 2, a slight risk. And again, the threat, hail and wind, and of course the highest risk across the north and really the eastern plains, as you can see here from our future cast. So 2 o'clock, we do start to see those strong severe storms fire up across the northeast, out east. We're talking about Elbert, Lincoln counties once again. And this is at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. You can see that severe weather, the potential there just to the south and east of the metro area. So we're talking about the suburbs of the metro area after about 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That continues into the 7 o'clock hour, and then it actually quiets out pretty quickly. So again, we're looking at between about 2, 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock is when we're going to see those strong storms move through. And that is the time, again, if you are able to get your car in some sort of a garage or shelter, that's the place to put your car. Again, even in the metro area, certainly we're focusing south and east, but not out of the question for the Denver metro to have some of that severe weather as well. You can see just how close those colors were to the downtown area. Then we have a change in our weather pattern. We're going to have that high pressure build in, and that is going to bring us that hot weather. Certainly going to be impactful as we head into the weekend, with temperatures climbing to triple-digit heat Friday and Saturday. So again, tomorrow we're cooling off. Temperatures in the upper 70s, but we've got to watch out for those afternoon storms. Really between about 2 and I'd say about 7 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That's when we're going to start to see those storms bubble up. And again, the potential for possibly some tornadoes in areas, but again, the big threat and what could be the most damaging is that large hail that we expect with some of these severe storms. Temperatures warming into the mid-80s on Wednesday. We're looking at mid-90s by Thursday, and a potentially record-breaking heat Friday and Saturday. That's why we've called for a potential weather impact day for Friday and Saturday. With that heat, just prepare to make plans to find a cool spot just to escape from that heat Friday and Saturday. So back-to-back triple-digit days, and it's still going to be hot on Sunday with highs in the mid-90s. That is a quick look at your weather on this Monday afternoon. We will, of course, keep monitoring the storms, not just for this afternoon, but certainly for tomorrow, and monitor the risk here in the metro area for any type of damaging hail or severe weather. So stay tuned to 9 News, 9 News family of networks, 9 News Plus. We will keep streaming updates throughout every day. All day we stream updates about our weather. So again, stay tuned to 9 News Plus. We'll keep you posted on any updates or any changes with our forecast, and keep you posted on the storms. Thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Have a great day.